Hello, friends. I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. Everything here is great. Made a mess. I watched the first episode of Fallout. I don't watch things, but I said I was going to watch it. I said we were going to talk about it. Here we are. I absolutely love the Fallout game series. I've played them all. Well, I have not played 4. I have watched the entirety of 4 being played and decided I didn't want to play it. But 1, 2, 3, and particularly New Vegas, I played New Vegas multiple times. I played 1 and 2 multiple times. I loved those games. I love the setting. I love the idea. I love the humor, the snarkiness, all that. And so, television show, yes, please. And I can give you my cursory review. I will finish watching the series. After 1 episode, I was very impressed. So if you're gonna watch it and you haven't yet and you don't want spoilers, whatever, skip this rest of this. But I thought it was very well done. I thought that it captured the game well-ish, but it also gave drama to the TV series, which is absolutely, it needs to do that, right? If you've played the video games, there is some drama. You're generally going against or up against, there is some increasing danger as you move throughout the game series, as you move throughout the world and interact with factions in the world. Things get tougher and tougher, and you're building to something. That is its own kind of drama, but that's not the kind of drama that makes for good television. Good television is going to there's going to be real character work. And I would say, like most of the FPSs / isometrics from the 90s, early 2000s, the era that is the Fallout series, that kind of drama is up to you to put into the game, right? As the player, you decide how your character reacts to situations. So that needed to be inserted. That I really wanted to connect with characters, and I feel like they gave me that. The world building seemed great. I really enjoyed the look of the vault. I really enjoyed the look of the wasteland. I really enjoyed the look of the characters. All very well done. So I think for episode 1, I liked it a lot. I do have some qualms, but it's going to be hard to talk about those qualms without spoilers. So I guess for the rest of this, there'll be some spoilers. Yeah, go watch it. We can talk more about it in the comments. I was so after 1 episode, I was like, I'm in for these characters, right? I really love that they gave us pre-war, and I really love, so they gave us this backstory for this ghoul character. I like that a lot. I really enjoyed seeing the pre-war kind of campy 50s space age vibe. Was really cool. The city looked really cool. All of that was really well done. I enjoyed seeing... to say I enjoyed seeing the bombs go off is weird, but I enjoyed the way that was portrayed. That whole scene was really heartfelt, like, oh man, these people just don't know what's happening, and then finding out that, that's well, I knew already because of the actor, but that's our ghoul character who's going to come back in a few hundred years, and sure enough does. I liked the introduction to the vault, and it's campy and weird. If you don't know the game series, you might not know that the vaults, like half of the vaults were experiments. They weren't just places for humanity to survive. They were like, this vault, we added some mutagens to the food, and this vault, we, made everybody psychotic or what. Like, they did weird stuff to some of the vaults. This one, I don't believe was one of the experiment vaults. I don't know for sure. But it was definitely a little bit more campy and a little bit more like, yeah, than I remember. So there, whatever. It felt fine. Like it felt a little bit like I just forgot. Oh, it felt a little bit like the second Portal game, like in that campy vibe, but also felt like Fallout. It was still Fallout, but campy as hell. But I think that's okay. I think it really set up our main character as this like kind of super innocent, and now she's going to go out into the harshest place on Earth, the Earth. It set that up pretty well, I think. I liked the character from the Brotherhood of Steel. I liked seeing him break down. I liked seeing him be strong. I liked seeing him be questioned whether he was the one who injured his friend. So I think that they gave us some character, and they really gave us some strong motivations for those characters, and that was good. The part that the thing that my only withholding, the only thing that held me back was I felt like maybe they gave us too much. Like I think that this first episode could have been more just like focus on a character. If it's going to be our Vault Dweller, focus on the Vault Dweller, focus on the Raiders, focus on the world outside the Vault, and then move into other characters later in the series. Like it felt like we were just let's throw two. I have this problem with media that adapts things is they try to cram too much in. So like cramming in the robots. They didn't serve a purpose yet, so they didn't need to be there. Like they're just set dressing at this point, ready to help you with Mr. Handy. Like we didn't need it yet. Like bring that in later. Like give that an impactful entrance later in the series. We don't need to have everything crammed into episode 1. We didn't need to have a Nuka-Cola commercial flash on the TV. We didn't need to have just bring that stuff in later. Stop trying to jam everything at us at once. But I get it's a short season or whatever. It's not like we're going to get 20-hour-long episodes. It's a 9-hour or 10-hour series or whatever it is. I don't even know how many episodes there are going to be. But for overall, I felt like this was a really strong start, like a super strong start. I'm really, really happy with it. I felt maybe that the Raiders were a little bit more Fallout Shelter-ish, a little bit more like, we have unlimited ammo and we're just going to come in here and fire away at everything, and that felt a little bit weird. They definitely weren't resourceful, but that's a minor complaint, right? That's just me being like super nitpicky. Overall, very excellent. Definitely going to watch more probably this weekend if I have a chance. But I'm also trying to finish the book, finish this project we started, finish other things. You'll find out all about stuff next week, whatever. So I'm going to continue the series. I probably won't do another like single episode video, but if you want to talk about it, we've got the comments on here. You can text me, you can call me, you can whatever, leave messages about it, email me, just reach out however you want to talk about it. And we might do like a mid-season wrap-up and a season finale. I don't know. You've probably watched it all already. It'll probably take me a couple of weeks to watch it all. I just don't watch things. I don't... Oh, that's one thing I wanted to say. Man, I meant to say this before I gave the spoiler warning and sent those people away. I watched it. Like, I sat and was absorbed by it. It is so difficult for me to be absorbed by visual media. And I think that there are instances, but it's generally around a director who's doing some beautiful cinematography. I think that was part of it. I think that the world building through the camera lens was super interesting and visual and colorful and powerful to watch, as well as the storytelling. I was engaged for the entire hour, and it's very difficult for me to stay engaged with visual media for that amount of time. So that, I think, is another reason why I'm excited to watch the rest of the series. Okay, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again on Monday. What do you got going on this weekend? You can tell me that too. Today's word you show to sound smart is utilitarian. It's an adjective meaning showing preference for things and ideas that are practical and utterly pragmatic, while eschewing the fanciful and useless. Paul's utilitarian mindset makes him an ideal trader on Wall Street. Utilitarian, Utilitarian. That's not an uncommon word. That's not even a smart word. It's just a word. Everybody knows utilitarian.